So we've got a new round of Foodshops pedophile drama. As happens every few months, Foodshops, in a totally self-inflicted way, has drawn massive attention to the fact that she has called herself a pedophile repeatedly and described her attraction to children. So we are once again in a new cycle of Foodshops pedophile drama. So this time, Foodshops' massive own goal was posting this. Hey, at Twitch support, here is Hasan the Hun blatantly calling me, a transgender woman, a pedophile. I'm pretty sure this is against Twitch TOS to leverage transphobic insults at me. Clearly Hasan is transphobic, and he is no ally to trans people in any way. So worth a try, innit? Worth a try. Let's see.
I forget what they're called. I think, no, it wasn't Lonerbox. Lonerbox didn't work. Hutch didn't work. They tried to like promote Hutch a lot. They tried to promote Lonerbox a lot, and it didn't work. And I think the name was what? Foodshops? You left out details. She is an admitted pedophile. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's also that as well. Apparently, this person got outed as a pedophile. Yeah. So it didn't really work. It didn't really work. It didn't work at all. She self-admitted. Well, it turns out there are ops that I don't even know exist out there, but one thing is a guarantee. They are going to be sex criminals in some variety, some way, shape, or form. This is like the primary driving force behind almost all of my ops. You know, if you exist for a long enough timeline and you're an op of mine, you end up getting into trouble in this way somehow. I don't know why, but in any case.
That was a clip, guys. So that's the clip. So that's the bannable clip, apparently. That's what Foodshops was calling for a ban over. Now, naturally, Hasan responded to this.
Speaking of pedo ops, this one was also going after you. Yeah, I saw this earlier. This one is trying to get me banned off Twitch, but you can't literally be like, I'm transgender, and that's why you're calling me a pedophile, when you have literal videos of you admitting to being a pedophile on the same fucking platform that you're trying to get me banned off of.
I have no idea why you would even try this, genuinely. The outcome is obvious. Everyone just posts the clips of you saying it, and more people think you're a pedophile. Hasan's never getting banned for this. You're just gonna make more people think you're a pedophile.
Like, hey, DJ Clancy, this is dangerous to my life. Keep Twitch a safe platform. Using idpol liberalism to defend pedophilia is nasty work, Lamau.
I'm only into the most feminine of the most feminine.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to have a little girl to wrap myself around.
Oh, like you're like big spoon is what you're saying? Oh, I get you.
I need to have like a 12-year-old.
What?
Like, what do you mean? I don't understand. I saw a tweet on the timeline that I really thought was funny. Destiny keeps sending like different pedophiles Hasan's way. Like, yeah, I saw the dead domain one. Here's you admitting on camera being attracted to children.
But while I was like actually covering the topic itself, right? Pedophilia, okay? Fuck. I need to say PD because I don't think
Foodshop seems to think she's adequately addressed it because DGGs have accepted it, but they haven't. They hate her. They hate her and call her a pedophile, dude.
I think YouTube likes it. I don't think YouTube likes it when I say that, okay? It's fake background. I got you. Yeah, I figured it out.
She also she sounds like Destiny too, which is another one of the telltale signs. Like, I don't understand how the fuck did this, I don't understand how this fucking community was designed around this interest, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, someone said Destiny keeps sending different pedophiles after Hasan like a Sailor Moon villain.
So obviously because of that, right? And then I also
the deep tweet already liked.
Admitted at some point that I unironically consume lolly. So if you don't like the fact that I unironically consume lolly. So if you don't like the fact that I consume lolly, you're free to leave. Okay. You know, it like that is just a part of me, you know, like it's not like I can change my attractions or anything like that, right? But I don't think I'm a pedophile. I really don't think so.
Yeah. Destiny Orbiter 2, if you can believe such a thing. Weird how it's always the exact people you expect. Yeah.
So yeah,
Why
that's
state this? Like, what's the purpose? Dude, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know.
that's about it, really. That's about it for the Hasan response here for this stream. Now, we do
3
get a
years.
little bit more,
So,
guys, and the little bit more is where this really becomes relevant to our interests today.
Listen, I'm putting together a team. Like, we got to get a team going of
Okay.
like fucking strong liberals, all right?
So I do have POCD and I do consume lolly.
So like, you're in the network now, and maybe we can have some conversations in the future, and
I would count as a lower P pedophile, yes.
try to like build up a movement of.
I need to have a little girl to wrap myself around. I need to have like a 12-year-old.
I am a very strong liberal, that's for sure. I do talk about politics a lot. You know, I'm not.
Well,
really
you agree with me,
connected.
so you agree with me, so I assume you're like really smart. So
It's the Pedo Avengers, dude. I mean, this paired up with the fact that Hutch said he would vote for Jeffrey Epstein as long as Jeffrey Epstein was a Democrat. What more can you say? Why is it every single one of your haters? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So that's one of the main offending clips here, guys. Okay, this has set off quite a lot of drama. So you may recognize a lot of the content of that compilation there. Obviously, we've covered much of it, and that is when Hutch first started having his little fallout with sort of like Pisco. Was entertaining the idea that maybe the Destiny allegations weren't that bad. Maybe he was a bit premature in cutting them off, because there's new information that he won't be specific about and will never actually describe in any way. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe, you know, CSAM, not a big deal. Maybe. That's what Hutch started thinking. And so he went and he jumped on Foodshops stream and was like, because Foodshops stream title was Hutch Defense Force or something. He immediately jumped on Foodshops stream and was like, "Oh, you'd make a great addition. I'm putting together a team. I'm putting together a team. You'd make a great addition." Because he was that desperate. And it was obvious at the time, wow, this would look fucking terrible. This looks fucking terrible. This person, like, calls himself a pedophile. You look like a fucking retard. This could so easily be used against you. And lo and behold, it is, as we can see from the song clip. So we're going to see a bit more of what Hasan had to say about Hutch around here. If I can find it again. And then we'll see what Hutch has been saying on Twitter all day.
As viewers now, in 2019, oh my God. Oh my God. But back then, he wasn't like a fucking weirdo, right?
Articles draw on numerous investigations. It's never been hyper-focused on one thing individually. And I think that that is how it should be done.
Crisis in the next 6 months or so, I just cheat on my wife instead of something crazy like asking a PDF file to hype Gavin Newsom for me.
Thank you for the $4.20. Thank you.
Especially in the case of someone like Donald Trump, who is insanely corrupt.
Wait, he had 500 viewers back then? He has less viewers now? Oh, that's crazy. He had hair. He had fucking hair back then. He had more viewers back then. God damn, he got cooked. How the fuck did he lose 100% of his hair and 50% of his audience?
Tate.
Ended Prime Hutch.
The thing is, Hutch was unbearable back then, too.
If D isn't live, he can
Let me
clear
tell you
1K,
real.
but poofs after D goes live. Oh, that's so sad. Do you think he blames you? No. Bro worked with Machinima back in the day, so he low-key peaked in like 08. I mean, he wasn't like a fucking weirdo back then. He was not as big as a weirdo back then at all. Over the last like 6 years and eating Destiny's ass crumbs to the best of his ability, have turned him into this like weird fucking liberal monster who's even more wrong than Sex Pestiny is, because Sex Pestiny is wrong, but Hutch is wrong on a delay because he's waiting for Sex Pestiny to say things so he can regurgitate it. So then he's wrong on an even larger delay. It's so sad. I truly don't understand how you fucking get to this point where you're like begging a fucking sub 30.
I'll say it. I'll say it. I actually think, as much as Hutch is a Destiny Orbiter, he's not a Destiny Skinwalker. I think he actually thinks those things independently. And he does not line up 100%. They're in the same camp. But I honestly, like, there is a difference. He is an Orbiter, but he is not a Skinwalker. He does not just regurgitate. He has come to those positions in some way separate to Destiny. And that, like I said, it isn't 100% crossover, and the thought process just isn't the same either. Like, a lot of the time, you can tell someone's gotten the positions from Destiny when they start talking through it, right? When you hear someone start talking about like ethical CP, right? You the moment you start hearing like the dialogue trees, you're like, oh, I know where you heard that. Or like someone starts talking about like the incest stuff. The moment you're hearing someone talk about like, oh, two gay brothers that are separated at birth, twins, never met each other and meet at university, like, you know, do you know what I mean? The exact talking points, the exact dialogue tree. And you're like, okay, I know where you've got that from. When Hutch talks about things, it does just come off more like it does just seem like it's Hutch engaging with the news. It doesn't seem like Hutch engaging with what he heard on a Destiny stream.
30 pedophile YouTuber. They're not even a pedophile YouTuber, but like a pedophile streamer that is like just another chatter from the Sex Pestiny sex cult for an allegiance so you can build a pedo neoliberal Avengers. Like, very, very sad. His last VOD has 84 views, not 84K, 84 views. I also don't get it. Like, a whole ass grown ass man just got captivated by another grown ass man. You can see that his career completely flatlined when he became a deorbiter in 2021. His following was growing and it hit a brick wall. If you look at his SG, you can see the exact point he destroyed his career. Negative following since 2021. Lamau.
Forgot that I was watching you
League of Statutory Gentlemen, Preteen Titans.
Over 36 hours. Anyway, here's a few bucks to support your antisocial lifestyle.
Thank you for the $5. Thank you. Huge appreciate it. Thank you.
Like, if you have your own... The thing is, his last chat in here was him rating you, Lamau. The thing is, if you have your own personal opinion, you can carve out a place for yourself. Like, you can always carve out a place for yourself. You can carve a community out for yourself. But if you're like hyper focusing on building an audience from another person's audience, like, you're always going to be at their mercy. Like, Michael from Pennsylvania and I disagree from time to time on issues. A lot of people will be like, oh, yo, Mike, you're dick riding us on or whatever the fuck. First of all, he has his own opinions. He has his own development. I have mine. And we have our own community. Sure, right. Our communities obviously intertwine with one another. But the reality of the matter is, like, there are things that he says that I don't agree with. There are things that I say that he doesn't agree with. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal. But these guys don't do that. They don't have any investment whatsoever in a political project where there can be like any room for disagreement whatsoever. He's just like, they consistently project their own fucking personal insecurities for not having established their own worldview or have their own opinions on other people, where they're like, oh, you guys, you have orbiters. Like, that's not the case. I have people who I collaborate with. I have peers. I don't have fucking orbiters.
He's so humble.
Almost all the debate panel streamers hate you because you didn't collaborate with them. Yeah.
Is there any more there?
It's just a very sad state of affairs, honestly, for how these guys operate, how these guys live, how these guys have existed for like years at this point. How do you fucking do that shit for years, man? How?
Whoops. Asmongold reacts to Hasan Piker calling Foodshops a pedo.
Called, I think.
Hasan blatantly calling me a transgender woman a pedophile?
I forget what they're called. I think, no, it wasn't Lonerbox. Lonerbox didn't work. Hutch didn't work. They tried to like promote Hutch a lot. They tried to promote Lonerbox a lot.
It's crazy. Hasan's getting called transphobic nowadays more than I am. I mean, it's really a big shift.
Foodshops, you left out details.
Yeah, this retard makes videos about me too.
An admitted pedophile. Oh yeah.
And admitted. Why is everybody nowadays a pedophile to Hasan?
I forgot. There's also.
He said it's not like he said alleged pedophile. He didn't just call her a pedophile. No, it was stated that she's an admitted pedophile. And yet Asmongold feels the need to go, why is everyone a pedophile to this guy? Well, probably because the admitted part.
Also that as well. Apparently this person
Everybody
got outed
is
as a
like
pedophile. Yeah. So it didn't really work. It didn't really work. It didn't
what does that have
all.
to wait? What?
She's
What are you even talking about?
Well, it turns out there are ops that I don't even know exist out there, but one thing is a guarantee: they are going to be sex criminals in some variety, some way, shape, or form. This is like the primary driving force behind almost all of my ops.
Everybody hates you because they're like sex freaks. Okay.
You know, if you exist for a long enough timeline and you're an op of mine, you end up getting into trouble in this way somehow. I don't know why, but in any case, I forget what.
Man, that's weird. And Hasan's going through the Asmongold cycle? I guess so. Yeah, everybody's getting mad at him for this. And I really, honestly, like, and now they're getting angry at him for, you know, calling people pedos and stuff like this. I think he needs to calm down with, like, making random stuff. I guess he moved on from Israel.
Making random stuff.
That's usually what the language is.
Hasan Piker calls out Asmongold for defending Foodshops. Let's see this.
Foodshops, you left out details.
Yeah, this retard makes videos about me too.
An admitted pedophile. Oh yeah.
And admitted. Why is everybody nowadays a pedophile to Hasan?
I wonder why Asmongold constantly finds himself defending people who are self-admitted pedophiles. Interesting. This one, well, she says it out loud. It didn't really work. It didn't
what does that have to wait? What? What are you even talking about?
Well, I like that he will just watch like a clip like this and will just not investigate it at all, and will turn around and be like, what is he talking about? That's enough. That's the commentary from him. Asmongold, of course, highlighting the clip, hoping that it actually gets traction. Is once again finding himself defending yet another, you know, self-declared, self-admitted lolicon enjoyer pedophile.
Everybody hates you because they're like sex freaks. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think so. I didn't think so. Okay, I didn't think so. This is just how it keeps unfolding. This is crazy. I don't know why Asmongold keeps defending these people, but turns out that you don't need to be friends with Asmo for him to defend their sex pest. I know. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that he is like, you know, this one, apparently, this person had made videos about Asmongold too, and he's still defending her. So at that point, I assume there's a second reason. Is it because, like, they're a self-identifying pedophile? Is that what it is? Asmongold defended Chibi Reviews and then ended up defending this pedo shops. This other pedo reviews and pedo shops. Incredible stuff.
So, I think those are all the clips. So let's see. How did Hutch choose to respond to some of this stuff, guys? It's not good. I'm going to say now, it's not good. So you see here, Tony, this is the original clip, the compilation. And then Hutch replies to it here. Wait a second. And then it's the lol overruled thing where Hasan says it was creep shit and cut ties. So Hutch's defense against someone saying, Hutch, you are knowingly trying to form a coalition, a team with a pedophile. What's the deal there? His response to that is, well, Hasan said his friend was a creep when he got allegations against him. So that's an interesting response. So at the best of times, responding to criticisms of your own actions with whining about Hasan is not a great sign. But that's at the best of times. In this instance, the thing he's pointing to is actually Hasan doing the right thing under these sort of terms. Whereas Hutch appears to be doing the totally wrong thing. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't think this guy, like, what did this guy even do? He was, like, slightly pushy on Snapchat or some shit, right? Foodshops is a self-described pedophile. Foodshops is a self-described pedophile, Hutch. And someone replies, as soon as he found out, he disavowed and cut ties. And Hutch goes, since when does this matter? The most raped man on Twitter. Now, after he started posting this, he got a bunch of Dan Saltman followed accounts replying to him saying, apparently there's some black guy Hasan hangs out with who's got felonies for rape or some shit. So he's just going, so people call him out for orbiting destiny as well. People say, he says, if one Discord call in a year featuring a political debate over upholding versus ending institutional norms counts as orbiting, Hasan still being friends with, plus regularly hanging out with someone kicked out of Harvard for accused rape, means Hasan is literally attached to the hip of said rapist. Correct. So I don't even know who the guy Hutch is talking about
Hutch replied to me 7 times over 3 hours with the exact same joke about his cousin being a child enjoyer in 2013. He is genuinely losing it.
I've seen that. Ape Gamer. Thank you for the $5. We'll pull it up. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this black guy. I literally have no idea. No one knows who he is. Hutch derives a significant part of his career success from Destiny and orbiting Destiny. It's just blatantly true. So yeah, 1 minute. Let's pull this thread up. So yeah, he quote tweets it. So I thought it's just let's actually just remind ourselves of the clip again. Actually, I think it's a good moment to. Hasan had to disavow an actual self-admitted sex pest that he regularly collaborated with last summer, correct? If me having 2 Discord conversations with someone means I own their edgelord jokes. So even there, desperate sweeping edgelord jokes, bruh. Hasan for sure owns his friend's rampant sexual harassment, correct? So let's take a look.
Okay, listen, I just wanted to, stop by and say what's up. But listen, I'm putting together a team. Like, we got to get a team going of like fucking strong liberals, all right?
So I do have POCD. And I do consume lolly.
So like you're in the network now, and maybe we can have some conversations in the future, and
I would count as a lower P pedophile. Yes.
Try to like build up a movement of.
I need to have a little girl to wrap myself around. I need to have like a 12-year-old.
I am a very strong liberal, that's for sure. I do talk about politics a lot. You know, I'm not.
Well,
really
you agree
connected.
with me, you agree with me, so I assume you're like really smart. So.
So, okay, we've reminded ourselves of that clip. Sorry, and also we're detouring quickly. I have to look at this.
Stream into a slot machine engagement, bullshit exploiting human weakness on the most fundamental level. Wow, we got the esteemed Marxist Leninist in the chat, dude. Oh my God, you are so fucking intellectual and so well read. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a fucking Twitch streamer, dumbass. Do you understand? Do you understand that? Like, stop looking for something more intellectual here, okay? Do you understand? Wee woo. It's the fucking fun police up in this bitch. Jesus Christ. No fun allowed. Soundboard is necessary for to hold the attention of Zoomers. Yeah, soundboard exploitation. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Here's what I have to say to you.
You are an idiot!
This guy's so old.
That's what she said. Whoa, you got butt slam!
Listen. Okay. Feels like you're turning your stream.
Okay. So what you're saying is Hasan disavow the sex pest, while you, as of right now, continue to align and refuse to disavow self-admitted pedophile Foodshops just because she's friends with Destiny. Didn't you refuse to speak to Kuihman just because he called you a Destiny orbiter? First of all, I have actually zero idea of anything you're talking about. Yeah, you do. Secondly, if I'm aligned with Foodshops because we had 2 Discord conversations about politics, Hasan was positively attached to the hip with an admitted and rampant sex pest. How do we know he didn't know what was going on if he was attached to the hip? Hutch, I'm not a Hasan fan at all, so deflecting to Hasan won't work on me. Saying what Foodshops said is just edgelord jokes, a disgusting level of a sweep. Ask me if I give one singular flying fuck. So it's bad when Hasan disavows a sex pest he used to hang out with, but you don't give a singular flying fuck that everyone is watching you knowingly and proudly associate with a self-described pedophile who said her 17-year-old ex had a lolly body. And you're helping Dems win how? Would you ask me to disavow your cousin? I've disavowed every paedophile I've come into contact with. Can you say the same? Oh, you're pulling together a team of them. I wonder if it has anything to do with Destiny stating on Dan's podcast that 16 should be the national age of consent. Or maybe when he said 14-year-olds are hot, it was 15, but sure. Have you disavowed my cousin's problematic social media post from 2013, you fucking piece of shit? This is the 4th time you've brought up your cousin in response to me. Are we reactivating some kind of suppressed childhood trauma by complaining about a paedophile? The point is, it's performative to have to disavow literally everything you have even the mildest association with. That cashier you just said thank you to for bagging your food, well, they know your uncle and that cashier said a slur when they were 12 years old. Disavow. Mildest association, they're friends. He called into a stream to get her on the team and told her, welcome to the network. Now he's adamantly defending her on Twitter. Would you call that a mild association? If I'm friends with Foodshops, you're friends with my cousin. It's frankly disgusting that you haven't disavowed their problematic tweets from 2013, you sick son of a bitch. So you're right here, Hutch.
But okay, listen, I just wanted to, stop by and say what's up. But listen, I'm putting together a team. Like, we got to get a team going of like fucking strong liberals, all right?
So I do have POCD and I do consume lolly.
So like, you're in the network now, and maybe we can have some conversations in the future, and
I would count as a lower P pedophile. Yes.
Try to like build up a movement of.
I need to have a little girl to wrap myself around. I need to have like a 12-year-old.
I am a very strong liberal, that's for sure. I do talk about politics a lot. I'm not.
Well,
really
you agree
connected.
with me, you agree with me, so I assume you're like really smart. So.
Awesome stuff, really. And then we see here, you're looping. Are you okay? How much Vyvanse have you snotted today? I heard abusing that shit can cause short-term memory loss. Tankoids turning into ableists as soon as it's convenient. Like, these people are just so lost. These people are just so lost, man. No one here's a tanky, you fucking idiot. Hey, Lolicon enthusiast who claims she has to cross the street to avoid touching kids. I'm putting together a little team of people like Destiny and Empath, I Touch Kids Chan, so that we can stop the Islamic Communist World Order from overthrowing the Democratic Party. Are you with me? To reiterate, I'm not deep in the trench of the internet you apparently reside in. No, you're just calling into Foodshop streams at 4 in the morning. And I have zero fucking clue what you're talking about. Like, literally zero. Calling into Foodshop streams at 4 in the morning, stream 6+ hours a day, on Twitter all day, not in the trenches of the internet. Zero clue about anything you're talking about. Like, literally zero. You know what all of that means. You know what literally, there's not a single thing in any of these tweets that he should have a problem understanding. Asking me what I have to say about just saying about the cousin shit again. It's just like retarded. Hutch literally could not have a conversation about this. He would get raped in any conversation about this. Ogre Boy totally raped him on this stuff yesterday. He had to like literally opt out of the conversation. He was like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.